Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Joseph Chris Show. Today is Monday, January the 29th, 2024. As I may say, what has been the most heartbreaking and the most frustrated times here in the NFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game. And all I can say is, wow, this has been a fun game yesterday when the Detroit Lions think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. They're going to make it to the Super Bowl if they get to the Super Bowl to try to win it. We really thought this could be the beginning of the Detroit Lions Super Bowl run. You really think they're going to win, and without this and that, it's just only a matter of time to get to the Super Bowl. Wrong. Last night, they thought they're going, and they thought they're in control. Last night, they thought they're in control. Last night, they thought they're going to get to the Super Bowl. Last night, thought they got this game well in hand. But what happened? It was very sharp, and the Lions are just collapsed after going up 24-7 in halftime. After halftime, and then look what happened. It was collapsing time. Well, I want to take a look what happened last night. The 49ers were down 24-7. And then they came back here. The door court started again in the second half. And just when you think just when you think the season is over for them, for the 49ers, look what happened. Look what happened. They came out there in full force, forced a double interception, tied this game at 24 in the fourth quarter, and then got 27-24 for the field goal, and then touchdown again. It was 34-24, and that was it. But anyway, look, the Lions came back, got the touchdown with 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter, right? And then they had to get an onside kick. They thought they're gonna recover it and get that ball back, but it wasn't to be. They were close, extremely close, to win this game, to win the NFC Championship. That didn't happen. And the Detroit Lions end up in the heartbreaking loss. You can see tears going on the Lions fans' eyes. That is all. That was just. I mean, look, that was just a deal. That is. I mean, look, the Detroit. You know, people are the Detroit fans. They got this game. They thought they shouldn't have it. They couldn't have. They couldn't have won this game. The Lions almost won this game to get to the Super Bowl. It was shocking. The Detroit fans are happy. They were very happy here in the first half. They were up 24-7 if they hung on to win the Super Bowl. But what did they do? They just start to collapse. Just like 2017 Atlanta and New England Super Bowl 51. Now last night, Detroit and San Francisco. And now it's down 24-7 after being down. They're being down by 17 points, right? And we're going to get that right now. I'm going to show it to you right now. It is. I mean, it's very. I mean, it doesn't even make no sense. I don't understand how the Lions lost after being going out 24-7. They had to. They had to hang in now, and that is it is what it is. Now the story right now, Detroit, now San Francisco are going to the Super Bowl again. They're going to face the Chiefs since 2020 Super Bowl 54. Right? I mean, it was one of those times I can't even believe how this comeback for the 49ers team. This team ends in a comeback, and it is what it is. So now let's go back at the 49ers beat the Lions to get to the Super Bowl. Here's what happened. First, the money was on the line. Before we get to the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, we learned that from them. Now look at this. Now, it is what it is, and how this is going to be at. And look, the Ravens, man, they were close. They drew. I mean, when I know that Lamar Jackson is a quarterback. He can get his team to get to the Super Bowl. Number 4 was going to is almost into the end zone for the touchdown, but the defender was on it, knocked the ball down to the ground, and the Kansas City Chiefs recovered. Then Lamar Johnson, he drew the interception pass when the wide receiver was in the end zone. We got 3 defenders of the Kansas City Chiefs. 1, 2, 3. It was an interception pass. Ravens give up the interception, and Lamar Jackson, very frustrated, throws him into the ground. They gotta be very frustrated because what has happened here in the NFC Championship game, what's happened here in the NFC Championship game is very impossible. And Lamar Jackson showing no bell. He blamed himself for it. Well, we're going to go to ESPN and take a look at this. Now, on my opinion, now Sunday's NFL conference title games were 2 very different sorts of games. Chiefs Ravens was a slow burn as Kansas City got out to the early lead and held on to it throughout. Baltimore got closer and closer to competing as the game went on, but mistakes at the wrong time shut down its chances. 1 year after he was the leading receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFC Championship game, Marquez Valdes Scalabrine holding in a 32-yard bomb on 3rd and 9 to beat the Ravens and send the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl. Lions and 49ers was a slugfest and could also be a corollary describing it as a whoop and dope. Detroit dominated early and jumped out to a 17-point lead, only for San Francisco to claw its way back in the second half. In a 4-minute window, the 49ers pound. They stopped the Lions on 4th down, scored a touchdown, forced a fumble, and scored again. Scored again to tie the game, while Detroit threatened a little in the game. Another fair 4th down, trying to put San Francisco in the driver's seat, selling a Super Bowl Super Bowl 54 selling the Super Bowl 48 rematch against the Chiefs. Now, take a look at now. Now let's take a look what went wrong here first. What went wrong here first? Now we're going to Lamar Jackson now, and we're going to go for the Detroit for the minute. Now Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback for Baltimore. There's nothing to do. He has nothing to blame for himself. Ain't nothing downright he could. Ain't nothing damn thing he could do. Now take a look. Now this is a huge loss to Baltimore. John Harbaugh reveals advice to Lamar Jackson after Ravens lost to Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now look at this. And we're going to take a look right now. The Baltimore Ravens season has come to the end after dropping Sunday's AFC Championship game to the Kansas City Chiefs 17-10, but their quarterback did not hang his head on social media after the game. Lamar Jackson, who has been the subject of much criticism for his playoff performances throughout his career, took to X, formerly Twitter, and paid respects to the Chiefs, telling that his team was below the .500 mark just 2 seasons ago. Now, he says, I'm proud of all my brothers. We were the 8-9 Ravens but fell a game short to the former champs. Hats off to them. Jackson, in halftime fun, also promised that the Ravens will be back in Ray Bella and gave thanks to the Flock Nation. You can hear his post here. I gotta see a lot. Jackson did not have he like I said, he did not have his best game on Sunday, even though he threw for over 200 yards and a score. The quarterback was responsible for both a lost fumble and an interception as the Ravens squandered an opportunity to reach their first Super Bowl since the 2012 season, a moment that will also mark the first of Jackson's long career. So it happens that way. No celebration for the Ravens, no celebration for the Lions. That's a matter. The Niners and the Chiefs Super Bowl rematch that will be February 11th. Now, Taylor Swift is a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs after they did won the game, and it's nice to have fun. Minutes after the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Baltimore Ravens at the AFC Championship game last day, Taylor Swift celebrated boyfriend Travis Kelce's victory by taking to the field where she got clobbered with none other than ex-Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tommy Warmer. Tony Warmer. In a video post to X from the Fed terrorists, the 34-year-old pop star stands in a crowd packed next to Kelly's parents, Donna and Ed, and behind Warmer. As the buzz of fans, she manages to strike up in conversation with the announcer. Well, we're doing very different things, aren't we? Swift tells him, smiling at he seemingly complimenting her. It's a different skill set. After that, Warmer reaches over to give the 12-time Grammy winner a first spot, which she accepted later, which is prerogatives. The sweet exchange comes after Warmer went viral for mistakenly referring to Swift as Kelly's wife during the broadcast of the Chiefs game against the Buffalo Bills in December. As you see Kelly's wife, Taylor Swift, in the Adonis, he said at the time when I'm commenting on my play. I'm sorry, girlfriend. He condemned himself second afterwards. With the Chiefs proving victorious on Sunday, Kansas City now moves on to the final round of the NFL postseason, the Super Bowl on 11th. Then, there, the defending champions will face off against the San Francisco 49ers, who trumpeted over the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game, NFC Championship over the weekend. So, okay. So now they won the game. Now the defending champs are going to be at it again. So now it is what it is. It's going to happen on February 11th. Okay, so they won. Now let's go to the Detroit Lions. Now the Detroit Lions, who had a better season, when something did went wrong, something goes wrong here. They were close, extremely close. And this is what coach has to say. Now, NFL Milan fired up about Dan Campbell's decision in Detroit Lions NFL NFC Championship game loss. It says, live by the sword, die by the sword. There were two things. Live by the sword, die by the sword. The Detroit Lions were sorted as Harris Remarkable at the Battle for Eagle on Sunday night, and their second half collapsed to the San Francisco 49ers to fall 34-31 in the NFC Championship game. The Lions, just as they had all year, decided to be aggressive and go for it on 2 4 downs, but failed both times, swinging the momentum in the 49ers' favor as they scored 27 unanswered points in the final 30 minutes to complete the comeback. Now, the analysts backed up Campbell's loss. The analysts backed up Campbell's decision making on both fourth down decisions and the second half, according to ESPN analysts, were a set rather in two separate tweets from rather during the game. He showed that ESPN's Alexis Moore agreed with Campbell while saying the numbers factor in the possibility of a field goal and the game situation. He said the numbers were so close that even decision could be explained. Give the numbers. After the game, Campbell defended his decisions and said he wanted to be aggressive to try to take back the momentum when the 49ers were running out the clock and will live with the second terror he receives from the cause. Now look at this. Now, Seth Wilder tweeted, a common response I get to a situation like this, the 0.3%, is a both passing up the chance to tie. The response is that the mobile is very aware of the score and the possibility of trying with a field goal. That is baked in. If the balls are put and the poor truth, this is not going to work. Definitely, we're going to look at it like this now. The fourth downs were consequential, but the Lions made several mistakes in execution in the second half that also contributed to this mess. There were the pair drops by the numbering steady Josh Reynolds, including one on fourth down, along with a drop in the end zone from Jameson Williams, who otherwise had won his best games as a pro. Jamal Gibbs lost his second fumble of the season on the first play of the possession. The Lions' desperation needing a score, which instead lead to that 49ers touchdown to tie the game. And the defense, which was starting it in the first half, had no answers for Brock Purdy, who continued to make big plays through the air and with his legs, and Christian McCaffrey as the 49ers offense continued to march down the field over and over and over. But as always in the NFL, the discussion following the game merely focused on the decision making of the head coach rather than any special play call. After the game, national NFL analysts and Lions reporters weighed in on Campbell's two fourth down decisions and whether they believe it was the right call. And like they were in the halls of the captain, people were split 50-50 on the personnel issue that is fourth down decision making. What's what I gotta say? It is. I mean, for the Detroit Lions, not it was it was a comeback, right, for the 49ers for San Francisco. If you're Detroit and you're up 24-7 and you're being crushed, giving up 17 points for the 49ers, it's just it's just it's just a shame, really a shame. Blame, I mean, Detroit Lions, they had nobody to blame their themselves. And what happens when you blow it up? You've been blown by 17 points, giving the 49ers a comeback, tied this game out at 24, and giving up the field goal 27-24, and giving up the touchdown 31-24, and giving up a touchdown 34-24. We had interestingly. And you're right. You're the right. I mean, Detroit, they are very close. Extremely close. I mean, can't do anything about it. For Kansas City Chiefs, here's what had they just did. They beat the Dolphins on the wild card. They beat the Bills after the Bills missed the field goal in the final 2 minutes in the divisional. And then they beat the Ravens 17-10 in the NFC Championship game. But look, Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, and he's going to do it. He's going to have his team up and going. He had his team up and going, and they're going to put that in the front. But look, Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to be good to go to the Super Bowl. But for the 49ers, hey, they never won the Super Bowl since 1995 in 1994 season. They beat the Chargers, and it's going to be happening for sure. But the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl in the last 4 years. They're on in the Super Bowl, and they're in the Super Bowl on February 11th. For sure, you can tell this is gonna be all the bout. It's gonna be all the drama. You're gonna see all the actions here in the NFL Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks. Okay, time to subscribe. This time to go. Ladies and gentlemen, on the YouTube subscribers, please subscribe to this video and check me out. And I hope to see you then. next time. Till then, I'm Jessica. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy.